Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé. Signs Manuel Velez's new milestone in America proves he may leave Ashley Michelle. Is he becoming too independent? 90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after. Star Manuel Velez is celebrating a major personal victory since his last appearance in Season 8 with his wife, Ashley Michelle. Spiritual practitioner Ashley from Rochester, New York met Manuel from Ecuador in his home country over a decade ago. Ashley and Manuel were engaged within a few days, but they parted ways once she went back to America. They reconnected 10 years later after they had both dated other people. Manuel moved to the U.S. on 90-Day Fiancé Season 10 as they experienced communication problems that started tearing them apart. Ashley and Manuel were fighting because he kept secrets from her and seemed to still be in contact with his baby mama. He demanded money from Ashley to support his family. Manuel threatened to leave Ashley and fly home if she refused to help them. Meanwhile, Ashley had a $100,000 in student debt that Manuel was aware of. If Manuel was with Ashley for her money, it was something that would have led to him breaking up with her. Manuel has finally convinced fans that he is not a gold digger, and he is reaping the benefits of his honesty. Manuel is finally living his American dream the way he wants to without being controlled by his wife. Manuel's been posting videos of him driving a car on his own in the U.S. It appears he has finally received a driver's license. One of his recent videos showed Manuel driving down the streets of New York, wearing a cool blue varsity jacket with an NFL team beanie. Manuel never added a caption, but he seemed to be in a good mood as he played some hip-hop music loudly and chewed on some gum. Manuel has been trying to become an independent man since moving to the U.S., even though he faced some struggles when it came to learning English. Manuel was always driven around by his wife. He is done riding shotgun everywhere, and his attitude reflects it. When someone asked him how his English classes were coming along, Manuel replied, "We are getting better time by time." An Instagram user at Maruka_Ross complimented Manuel, saying, "I love to see you more independent." Manuel replied that he was feeling more positive than ever. One interesting thing that fans noticed about Manuel from the video was that the 90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after, Star wasn't wearing a ring. It led to fans wondering if there was trouble brewing in Manuel and Ashley's marriage. However, Manuel did wish her a happy birthday in December 2024. Manuel called Ashley his beautiful queen and told his little witch that he loved her, which suggests he started accepting Ashley's professional as a witch, which he initially was not in favor of. Manuel wants to spend many more years together with his 90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after. Wife. Manuel is not feeling ignored by Ashley, choosing to spend more time in the gym than with him. While Manuel enjoys his independence, he also respects what Ashley expects of him. Manuel still has a long way to go when it comes to actually being independent, such as owning his own car or having a job. However, Manuel and Ashley are still going strong, contrary to popular belief. When the cameras first began rolling on 90-Day Fiancé, viewers were introduced to Ashley Michelle and Manuel Velez, a couple whose journey seemed filled with challenges, excitement, and the promise of new beginnings. Their relationship was tested not only by the usual long-distance complications, but also by the complexities of blending two distinct cultures. Manuel, originally from Mexico, had moved to the United States with hopes of starting a new life and establishing a future with Ashley. As the seasons have progressed, so has Manuel's story, perhaps too much for Ashley to handle. Lately, subtle yet significant changes in his behavior indicate that Manuel might be growing increasingly independent, And some fans are starting to question whether his milestones in America could signal an impending departure from his relationship with Ashley. Here's a closer look at what these changes mean, and whether Manuel is distancing himself from Ashley. The independence factor, a newfound confidence. One of the most striking signs of Manuel's growing independence is his increased confidence in navigating life in the United States. When he first arrived, everything from the language barrier to the cultural differences left him feeling isolated and dependent on Ashley for support. He needed help with the basics, getting a job, understanding local customs, and even communicating effectively. But over time, something has shifted in him. Manuel's recent milestone, a promotion at his job, is one of the clearest indicators of how far he has come since his arrival. He's no longer just Ashley's partner. He's becoming a self-sufficient individual in his own right. For someone who was once learning the ropes of a new country, this promotion marks not just professional success, but a personal triumph. This achievement suggests that Manuel is starting to see himself as someone who can stand on his own, separate from his relationship with Ashley. He has also started socializing more outside of the relationship, making new friends and connections that don't involve Ashley. While this is common in any healthy relationship, it has raised concerns among some viewers that Manuel may be slowly growing apart from his wife. After all, when one partner starts to develop a stronger sense of self outside the relationship, it can sometimes signal a desire for more space, or even a future apart. In this case, it seems that Manuel is carving out a life for himself in America, which could be a sign of his shifting priorities. Ashley struggles. The tension grows. Ashley, for her part, has always seemed to be the more dominant force in the relationship. She initially took on the role of caretaker and guide as Manuel adjusted to life in the U.S., however. It's clear that Manuel is now moving beyond the need for constant guidance, and this shift seems to be causing some friction between them. While Ashley may have been happy to be Manuel's support system initially, her feelings about his growing independence seem to be shifting. In recent episodes, we've seen Ashley struggle with feelings of insecurity as Manuel becomes more self-reliant. It's easy to see why she might be feeling threatened. After all, when one partner becomes more independent, it can feel like the foundation of the relationship is being altered. For someone like Ashley, who may have relied on the sense of purpose her role in Manuel's life provided, seeing him gain independence could be unsettling. Is she losing the person she thought she would be with forever? Is this the natural progression of a relationship, or a sign that their paths are diverging? Ashley's frustrations are compounded by her feelings of doubt about whether their marriage can withstand this shift. She's starting to question whether Manuel's growing confidence is just part of his personal growth, or if it signals something deeper, a desire to step out of their relationship entirely. While they've had their fair share of relationship challenges, this new phase of independence seems to be one of their most significant hurdles yet. Manuel's desire for more freedom. The milestones that Manuel is reaching are not just limited to his work life or social circles. He has also become more vocal about his desire for personal space. In earlier seasons of 90 Day Fiancé, viewers saw Manuel as someone who was essentially reliant on Ashley for emotional support, often deferring to her decisions and opinions. But now he's more willing to make decisions on his own. Take, for example, his recent conversation with Ashley about the possibility of taking a trip without her. Manuel has expressed the desire to travel back to Mexico to reconnect with family and rediscover his roots. While it's a natural desire for someone who is far from home, his eagerness to take the trip without Ashley has raised some eyebrows. Could this be a sign that he's looking to find himself again, away from the pressures of his relationship? The notion of a solo trip can often signal a need for space to reflect and assess one's life outside of a committed partnership. For Manuel, this could be a pivotal moment in his personal journey, one where he may decide that he's no longer tethered to the life Ashley envisioned for them. Furthermore, Manuel's increasing independence may be linked to his growing desire for a sense of autonomy in his life. While he has always been appreciative of Ashley's support, it's clear that he no longer wants to be defined solely by his relationship with her. Whether it's career growth, socializing more independently, or exploring his roots without Ashley, Manuel's pursuit of freedom is evident. Is a breakup on the horizon? While it's impossible to predict the future of their relationship with certainty, there are clear signs that Manuel may be inching closer to a decision that could mean leaving Ashley behind. As he becomes more established in the U.S., it's possible that his desire for personal space and freedom could lead to a reevaluation of his relationship. After all, many couples experience a shift in dynamics when one partner becomes more independent, and that can sometimes lead to difficult conversations about the future. Ashley has also voiced concerns about the idea of Manuel possibly outgrowing her. She may fear that as Manuel becomes more confident in his own life, he might no longer see the need for her as a constant presence. This fear of losing him could become more pronounced as Manuel continues to achieve his personal milestones. At the same time, Manuel's growing independence doesn't necessarily mean he is going to leave Ashley. It's possible that this new phase could be an opportunity for both of them to grow together, with Manuel pursuing his goals while still maintaining a strong, supportive relationship with Ashley. However, if their individual paths continue to diverge, the possibility of a breakup can't be entirely ruled out. Conclusion: a new chapter or a goodbye? Manuel Velez's new milestones in America are undoubtedly a sign of his personal growth, but they also highlight a shift in his relationship with Ashley Michelle. As he becomes more independent, he's carving out a life that may no longer include Ashley in the same way it once did. Whether this signals the end of their relationship or a new chapter remains to be seen. However, as Manuel reaches new heights in his career, social life, and personal journey, one thing is clear: he's no longer the same person who arrived in the U.S. just a few years ago. And that transformation could very well change everything.